Every Halloween night, our town goes silent. No lights, no laughter, just the sound of things walking where people used to. We call it the night the streets come alive. And if you think it's just an old superstition, stay tuned. Because what I saw last October 31st still keeps me awake. If you love true horror stories, hit subscribe, turn down the lights, and let's begin. I've lived in this town my whole life, and every year, October 31st feels like a punishment. When the sun sets, you shut your doors, cover your windows, and wait. Nobody knocks, nobody talks. You just sit in the dark and pretend you don't exist. We used to celebrate like normal people, costumes, candy, all that. But it changed 12 years ago. The first time they came. Nobody really knows what they are. Some say demons, others say the dead kids from that bus accident out on Route 9. Doesn't matter. What we know is this. When the curfew siren sounds, whatever's out there looks like children in costumes. Until they get close. Every year, fewer people make it to November 1st. This year, it's just me in this old house on Brook Street. The windows are boarded, the lights are off. I've pushed the fridge against the front door and dragged a dresser in front of the back one. My shotgun's across my lap. I can hear the wind outside, but it's not really wind. It's them moving around, fast, quiet, dragging things. The clock hit 6 p.m. 2 hours ago. Curfew. From my spot near the living room window, I can see part of the street through a small crack between the boards. There are dozens of them out there. Little shapes walking slow, some limping, some twitching. Their costumes hang off them like wet clothes. Some wear masks that don't fit, like they found them on dead faces. The worst ones are the ones that don't move at all. They just stand and stare at the houses, waiting for someone dumb enough to open a curtain. I keep still. I don't even breathe too loud. Then I see him, a boy running down the street. Not one of them. He's alive. I can tell by how he stumbles, how he looks back over his shoulder like a scared animal. No mask, no costume. He can't be more than 10 years old. He's running right toward my house. My first thought is that it's bait. That's how they trick you. Last year, they sent one that looked like a crying little girl. The Hendersons opened the door, and by morning, there wasn't a piece of them left to bury. But this boy, he's different. His clothes are torn, his face is bleeding. He's screaming for help, voice cracking like it's been raw for hours. Something grabs him by the leg. One of those things. It looks like a kid in a pumpkin mask, but its arms are too long and its fingers bend the wrong way. It's dragging him toward the storm drain. I don't even think. I'm on my feet, shotgun in hand, unbolting the door I swore I'd never open again. The cold air hits me like a wall. The street smells like blood and rot. "Hey!" I yell, raising the gun. The creature turns its head. The mask split down the middle, like something underneath is smiling too wide. I fire once. The top half of its skull disappears, but it doesn't stop moving. It just twitches and claws harder at the boy's leg. I fire again. It goes still. The others are watching me now. All of them. I can feel it. I grab the boy's arm and pull him up. "Move!" We run across the cracked pavement, my boots slipping on the slime they leave behind. I shove him through the door first and slam it shut behind us. I lock every bolt, shove the fridge back against it. He's crying on the floor, holding his leg. It's bleeding bad. "What the hell were you doing out there?" I asked. We didn't make it home in time," he says between sobs. "My mom and Dad, they He doesn't finish. He doesn't have to. I find an old towel and wrap his leg. Outside, the sounds start again. Feet scraping on the porch. Something brushing against the door.
They know you're in here, I tell him. He looks up at me, eyes wide. Are they gonna come in? I don't answer. I grab the shotgun and check the shells. 6 left. Not enough. There's a loud bang from the kitchen window, then another. The boards start to crack. The sound of nails bending out of wood makes my stomach turn. Go to the back, I say. There's a cellar door under the rug. Crawl inside, don't come out no matter what you hear. He doesn't move. He's frozen. Go! I yell. He crawls away just as the front door bends inward. A pale arm snakes through the gap, fingers scraping the wall. Then another. Then a face. It's small, smooth, and stretched too thin, like wet paper pulled over a skull. Where the eyes should be, there's just black. I shoot it point blank. The blast lights up the room for half a second, revealing dozens more pressed against the windows, little silhouettes stacked on top of each other like insects. I reload and fire again, and again. The door gives way. They pour in, arms, legs, masks, hair, teeth, all wrong. They don't scream. They don't make any sound at all. I back up toward the hallway. My hands are shaking too much to reload again. I can hear the cellar door open behind me. The boy's small face peers out, terrified. Close it, I say. Now! He hesitates. Do it! He pulls it shut. I turn back just as the first one reaches me. Its skin feels cold and dry, like touching a freezer bag. I hit it with the butt of the shotgun, and its jaw splits sideways, revealing rows of small gray teeth. I fall backward into the hallway. They're everywhere now, crawling on the ceiling, dragging across the floor. I make it to the bedroom and slam the door. My lungs feel like they're filled with sand. I grab the dresser and push it against the door. They're pounding now, over and over, fast and heavy. I grab my phone and hit record. My name is Daniel Hayes. If anyone finds this, tell them we didn't die for nothing. Tell them they were real. The door cracks. Fingers slide through. I raise the shotgun. The recording ends there. The next morning, the street was quiet again. When the cleanup teams came, they found the boy in the cellar, alive but catatonic. The house above him was torn apart. The floor was covered in small, muddy footprints. Daniel's body was never found, only his phone. The last file ended at 11:59 p.m., 1 minute before dawn. Every Halloween since, the curfew posters go up a little earlier. The lights go out a little sooner. And sometimes people say they hear footsteps on their porch. Small ones, dragging something heavy behind them. That night, I thought I was saving someone. But maybe the monsters weren't outside anymore. Maybe they just needed one door left open. Have you ever seen something on Halloween that didn't look like a costume? Tell me in the comments. Your story might be next. And remember, lock your doors, kill the lights, and never look out the window after dark.